Hello, children. Today we are going to start our exercise 7.10. Okay, so this is also a very simple exercise. Fine. So let's start this exercise. So here I'm writing the first question. In first question, your I is equals to integration 0 to 1 x over x square plus 1 into dx. This is given to us and we have to find the integration of this function. Okay, so here what you have to do, I'm assuming that x square plus 1 that is equal to t. So you will differentiate both sides, so you will get 2x dx that is equal to dt. Fine. So x into dx that is equal to dt by 2. So we are putting this value in this question, that is your I is equals to limit. So you have to change the limit also. So here when you will put x equals to 0 here, your t would be 1. And when you will put x equals to 1 here, your t would be 2. So your limit will be from 1 to 2. And x into dx, that is your dt by 2 over x square plus 1, that is your t. Fine. So integration 1 to 2. This is dt by t. And 1 by 2 will come outside. And this will give you half log t and limits to 1. So half, because dt by t is log t. Okay, so now you have to put the value of t. First of all we will put 2, then 1. So log 2 minus log 1, so that is half log 2. So this is the required answer. Okay, so this is the required answer of your question number 1. Got it, children? So your next question is x over x square plus 1. So this is your homework, you can do. Okay, and question number 3. So question number 3 I'm going to solve. Now this is your question number 3, children, and we have to find out the integration of this. So in this question what you have to do, we are writing 0 to pi by 2, the same thing you have to write, and sine phi, this will remain the same. But this cos raised to power 5 phi, we can write this cos square phi cos phi into d phi. Okay, cos raised to power 5 phi I'm writing like cos square phi and cos phi. Fine. So again this is 0 to pi by 2 under root sine phi, and this can be written as just wait, 1 minus sine square phi, 1 minus sine square phi, and here it is cos phi and then d phi. Got it? This is your cos phi. So what we are doing here, we are assuming that this is sine phi that is equal to t. So derivative of this would be cos phi d phi that is equal to dt. Fine. So when you will differentiate it, you will get this. So apply this. Now we have to change the limit also. First of all, we are putting this 0 here. So sine 0 that is equal to t. So t will be 0, because the value of sine 0 would be 0. When you will put pi by 2 here, sine pi by 2 is 1. So 0 to 1 under root t, 1 minus t square, because 1 minus sine square phi. So 1 minus sine phi is t. So you will get 1 minus t square. Similarly 1 minus t square you will get, and this is your dt. This whole is your dt. Fine. This is 0 to 1 root t, just wait, This is root t, and multiply these two, you will get 1 minus 2t square plus t raised to power 4 into dt. Okay. So 0 to 1, insert this. So here you will get t raised, when you will multiply this root t with this 1, you will get t raised to power half, because root t can be written as t raised to power half minus 2, and when you will multiply these two, here the power of t is 2, and when you will multiply this root t with this, you will get t raised to power 5 by 2 plus, when you multiply this t raised to power half with this, you will get t raised to power 4 plus half, that is your 9 by 2. Okay, into dt. Now in the next step, just you have to find the integration of this function. Okay, just you have to find the integration of this, and you have to put the values, nothing else. Got it, children? Just you have to put the values. So I'm solving it. Okay, I'm solving the proper question. Just wait. Let me adjust the next page of this question. Just wait. See, this is 0 to 1. Okay, t raised to power half minus 2 t raised to power 5 by 2. Okay, plus t raised to power 9 by 2, and this whole dt. Okay, so when you will integrate this, you will get t raised to power 3 by 2 over 3 by 2 minus 2 t raised to power 7 by 2 over 7 by 2 plus t raised to power 11 by 2 over 11 by 2, and then put this limit. Okay, so just put 1 here, and this will be the reciprocal. I can write this 2 by 3 t raised to power 3 by 2 minus 2, this would be 4 by 7, and t raised to power 7 by 2 plus 2 by 11, and t raised to power 11 by 2, and this whole to the power 0 and 1. Okay, now just we have to put this value. So when you will put 1 here, you will get 2 by 3. This is 1 only, 1 raised to power 3 by 2 minus 4 by 7, it would be 1 raised to power 7 by 2 plus 2 by 11. Okay, and this is also 1 raised to power 11 by 2 minus, you have to put 0, so you will get whole 0. Okay, so just simplify it. This is 2 by 3 minus 4 by 7 plus 2 by 11. Just we have to take the LCM. Fine. And when you will solve this, you will get 64 over 231. Okay, so you have to simplify it. After simplification, you will get this answer. Okay, children, so this is how you can solve this question. So note it down. Similarly, children, in question number 3, question number 2 we have done. Okay, so by mistake I have said question number 3, so we have done question number 2 before. Now in question, now we have to solve question number 3. So in question number 3, this is given to us. Okay, 2x over 1 plus x square into dx. This is given to us. So just what you have to do, just put x is equal to tan theta. Okay, and you're differentiating both sides, so you will get dx, that is equals to sec square theta d theta. Got it? So here we are changing the limit also. When you will put 0 here, so here, so your tan will be 0 at 0, and when you will put 1 here, so you will get pi by 4. Okay, and this is your sine inverse 2 tan theta over 1 plus tan square theta. Got it? And then at a place of dx, you will write sec square theta d theta. So this is 0 to pi by 4, and this is sine inverse, and this is the formula of sine 2 theta. This sine and sine inverse will cancel out, and here you have this. So this 2 will come outside, and this is 0 to pi by 4 theta sec square theta into d theta. Got it? I think up to this step, this question is clear. Fine. So again you have to apply Eilert. Okay, Eilert, this is your first function, this is your second function, and this is your second, theta is your first function, sec square theta is your second function. So apply Eilert. Okay, so when you apply Eilert, just put the limits, that is 0 to pi by 4. Okay, so this question is also your homework, so I'm not completing it, you have to do this. Question number 3, question number 4, question number 5. In question number 5 cos x को आप t let कर लेना, and then derivative ऊपर sin उसमें convert हो जाएगा, तो and you will get the answer. Fine. As a question number 6, in denominator आपको completely square method apply करना है, and you will use the formula then. Fine. Similarly, question number 7, question number 8 is also very easy. Fine. Question number 8. So just wait, I'm solving question number 8 here. Let me erase all these. Question number 8 is question number 8. Integration. Your I is equals to integration 1 to 2 e raised to power 2x 1 by x minus 1 by 2 x square. Okay, into dx. Got it? That is equals to 0 to 2. Insert this e raised to power 2x into 1 by x minus e raised to power 2x 1 by 2x square into dx, and into dx also. This is limit 1 to 2. So you have to multiply these two and you will get this step. Okay, so as you know that in the previous class we have done that if it is ex outside and there is a fx function, the derivative if it is adding. Okay, अगर यहाँ पे fx होता है प्लस में f dash x आता है, तो ये fx है, इसका डेरिवेटिव यही आएगा. ठीक है, सो आपने क्या करना है, इसका डेरिवेटिव इट इज एक्स रेज़ टू पावर माइनस 1, सो माइनस 1 एक्स का डेरिवेटिव ये नहीं आएगा बेटा, नहीं आ रहा इसका डेरिवेटिव ये. सो सिंपली आपने क्या करना है, इसको अंदर इंसर्ट कर दो लाइक दिस, इस फर्स्ट पार्ट को सॉल्व कर दो. ठीक है, तो इन दिस पार्ट आई एम अप्लाइंग आइलेट. सो आइलेट, so 1 by x is your first function, this is your second function. Fine. So your first function will remain the same, integration of second function according to the formula. So it will e raised to power 2x over 2 when you will do the integration, minus derivative of this 1 by x. The derivative of this would be minus 1 by x square into integration of e raised to power 2x. So it will be e raised to power 2x over 2. Okay, and this whole integration also. ये हमने इंटीग्रेट कर दिया, तो यहाँ पे मैं इसको सिर्फ लिमिट शो कर रहा हूँ. and the second part minus integration, and here dx will come, and this whole part you have to copy here, 1 by 2 e raised to power 2x into 1 by 2 x square into dx. So when you will simplify this, so again here I am solving it. So here I am just putting this value, it is 1 by 2 e raised to power 4 over 2 minus, now 0 you have to put, so this will be 0, no need to put 0 here, okay, minus this would be plus, because minus and minus will be plus, and you will get 0 to 2 1 by x square 2 e raised to power 2x into dx minus 0 to 2, here the limit is 1 to 2. Just wait, 1 to 2 1 to 2, okay, here the limit which you have to take, that is from 1 to 2, okay, 0 नहीं है, वो बाय मिस्टेक मैंने 0 ले लिया था, तो इट विल बी 1 to 2, ठीक है. सो जो फर्स्ट पार्ट है बेटा, फर्स्ट पार्ट में, इस वाले पार्ट में ना आप अभी इसको ऐसे शो कर दो, अभी मत पुट करो इसमें, 1 by x e raised to power 2x over 2, and here we are putting 1 to 2, okay. Or this is also will exactly similar, as you can say that this both are same and both are will be cancelled out. Got it? So just here you can put the value, it is 1 by 2 e raised to power 4 by 2 minus, now you have to put 1, so it would be e raised to power 2 only over 2. So this would be the required answer, e raised to power 4 over 4 minus, actually pen is not working properly, so this is your required answer, this is your required I. Got it? So this is how you can solve the question number 8 of this exercise. Got it? Now see children, here I am solving question number 9, okay, of same exercise. So here this question is given to us and we have to find the integration of this. So from this data, what I am doing, I am taking x cube as common from the numerator part. So when you will take x cube as common, here I am writing the integration sign with limits. When you will take x cube as common from this part, you will get 1 over x square minus 1, okay, and this both whole raised to power 1 by 3 over x raised to power 4 into dx. Okay children, when you will take out this x cube outside now, so here it is cube and this is 1 by cube, so only x will come outside, because 3 into 1 by 3 will be 1, so only x I will write outside. This is 1 by 3 limit 1, so at a place of x cube you will get x only, and this will remain the same, 1 upon x square minus 1, and this whole raised to power 1 by 3 over x raised to power 4. So this and this will cancel out, as you can see, okay. So after this step you will get 1 by 3 x square minus 1, this whole raised to power 1 by 3 over x raised to power 3 into dx. Fine. So this I am putting this 1 y x square minus 1, that is equals to t. So when you will differentiate it, we are differentiating here, you will get minus 2 over x cube into dx, that is equal to dt. Fine. So here dx over x cube, that is equal to minus dt by 2 you will get. So here we will put this value, and side by side we have to change the limits also. So when you will put 1 by 3 here, so this is 1 by 3, 1 by 9, so 9 will come, you will get 8 here. When you put 1 here, So you will get 0. Fine. If you, please remember that if you are putting assuming that this is equal to t or whatever it is you are taking, so you have to change the limit also. स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पे गड़बड़ करते हैं, वो लिमिट चेंज नहीं करते हैं, तो यू मस्ट रिमेंबर दिस कि साथ साथ लिमिट भी चेंज करनी है आपने, ठीक है. सो दिस इज योर टी रेज़ टू पावर 1/3 एंड देन डी टी बाय 2, because this is your t, this will be t raised to power 1/3 dx upon x cube. So here is the value minus dt by 2, so I have written. So minus 1/2 will come outside, and the integration of t raised to power 1/3 and t raised to power 1/3 and then dt. Fine. So the integration this would be minus 1/2, you have to write outside. Integration this would be t raised to power 4/3 over 4/3, and this must be with a limit of 8 and 0. Here you have to write 8. Got it? Now on the next page I'm going to solve this question. Just wait. So minus 1/2 will remain outside, and at place of this 3/4 will come outside, and t raised to power 4/3 and this power 8 here and 0 here. You have to write. Just see. Now you can see. Okay. So this would be minus 3/8. Put 0. This would be 0 minus. Put 8. 8 raised to power 4/3. Fine. So this minus minus will be positive 3/8, and this can be written as into 2 raised to power 3 into 4/3. 3 and 3 will cancel out, and you will get 3/8 into 2 raised to power 4, because this is 8. So 8 can be written as 2 raised to power 3, and this power is 4/3 is also 3 and 3. This 3 and 3 will cancel out. So here you have 3 and here you have 3. So this is 4. So 3 and 3 will cancel out, and you will get 4 only. So just simplify 3/8 into 16. 8 1 the 8 2 the. So you will get 6 only. So this is the required answer of your question number 9. Fine. So this is a important question. So please solve this. Now your exercise 7.10 is completed now. Fine. Now we will start our exercise 7.11. Now children, this exercise 7.11, this is the one of the most important exercise. Okay, so you have to solve each and every question of this exercise. Is it clear? So here in this exercise we will use some formulas, some properties of definite integration. So in today's video we will do only one property. Okay, so I am solving the property number P3. As you can see in your NCERT, the property number P3, that is, if there is a limit a to b and there is a function fx into dx. Okay, so you can write this function as f a plus b minus x. Then at the place of x you can put this value. A is this, b is this, minus x. Okay, so we can write this function as this. So if we will do one question related to this property, then we will understand what we are doing here. So let me open the book first, then I will tell you. Yes, so here question number 1 I am solving. So question number 1 is let I is equals to integration 0 to pi and cos square x into dx. This is given to us. Okay, so what we will do, we will apply this property here. So this limit will remain the same. this here the limit a to b here it is also, so you will write the same limit. And in this part, what you have to do, at a place of x, you have to add the limits, that is 0 cos square 0 plus pi by 2, this is your a, this is your b, minus this function x you have to write into dx. Got it? The same property, this property we are applying here. And this question, this is which is given to us, this is your question number 1. Actually, pen is not working properly. So this is equation number 1. So this is 0 to pi by 2, and this is cos square pi by 2 minus x into dx. Fine. And this would be same limit 0 to pi by 2, this would be sine square x into dx. And this is your equation number 2. Got it? Because cos 90 minus theta is sine theta, so you will write sine x. So we are adding equation number 1 and 2, adding 1 and 2. We get, when you will add this I plus I, this would be 2i. Here we are adding equation number 1 and equation number 2. So I plus I, that would be 2i equals to 0 to pi by 2 cos square x into dx plus 0 to pi by 2 sine square x into dx. Got it, children? Now after that, this is your 2i 0 to pi by 2, this is your cos square x plus sine square x into dx. Limit we are taking common, and you will get this step. And as you know that cos square x plus sine square x is your 1. Okay, so just you have to integrate dx. So on the next page I am solving this. See, so your 2i is equals to 0 to pi by 2, and this is dx only, because sine square plus cos square is 1. See, okay, so integration of this would be x only. So just you have to put this pi by 2 minus 0. This is your 2i, so 2 will come here, so your I will be pi by 4. So this is the required answer. Okay, this is how you can use this property. Okay, I am solving question number 2 also. So note it down first. See, the same property we will use in question number 2 also. So here I am writing again the property. By mistake I rubbed this. This is 0 to b, a to b, f a plus b minus x. So this property we will use in the next question also. So the next question is question number 2. Let I is equals to 0 to pi by 2. This is given under root sin x over under root sin x plus cos x into dx. Okay, so we have to solve this. So again we will apply the same concept. This is your equation number 1, which is given. So your I is equals to same limit. So in numerator part, sine, at a place of x you have to add the limit 0 to pi by 2 minus x. So that would be pi by 2 minus x. So 0 I am not showing here. Okay, 0 plus pi by 2 I am not writing, I am just writing pi by 2 over. Now at a place of this again I have to write sine pi by 2 minus x. So where x is coming you have to write this property, and here cos is coming, so cos pi by 2 minus x you have to write into dx. Got it? Understood this? Here x is coming, so you have to add the limit, and then minus x you have to write at a place of this x only. So I have written, and at a place of each x I have to write the same thing. 0 to pi by 2, बच्चे ये हो जाएगा आपका cos sin 90 minus theta ना, so this would be cos x, and here this would be cos x plus this would be sin x into dx. So this is your equation number 2. Now again adding 1 and 2. Adding 1 and 2, we get, so I plus I, that would be 2i here, and here you have to write 0 to pi by 2. You have to write under root sin x over sin x plus cos x, plus the same thing you have to write cos x over cos x plus sin x within bracket into dx, like this. Okay, after this step, this would be 0 to pi by 2 under root sin x plus under root cos x over sin x plus under root cos x into dx will come. Okay, so this and this term will cancel out because both are same. So you have to calculate the integration of dx only. This is your 2i. Okay, so your 2i is equals to 0 to pi by 2 into dx. So integration of dx will be x. This is 0 to pi by 2 2i. So this would be pi by 2, that is equals to 2i. So your I would be pi by 4, because integration of dx would be x. Put the limit pi by 2 minus 0. So I am not showing 0 here. लो जी, show कर दिया. This would be pi by 2 and 2 will come in this. So it will make pi by 4. Got it? So this is your question number 2. So now I am telling you on the same basis of same property how many questions you can solve. Just wait. Children, now see children, question number 3, question number 4, and question number 7. Question number 7. After that, question number 12, question number 17. So these questions, try question number 15 also. So these questions you can solve with the same property. Okay, property P3. So using that property you can solve question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and question number 12, 15, 17. So these questions you can solve using, and question number 7 also. Fine. So all these questions you can solve using the same property. Okay children, now practice it, and if you are getting any doubt in any one of the exercise, please ask. Till then, bye bye, take care children.